do my spiritual practice, I can become a better person. I can keep my commitments. I can keep my promise. I will change. Never say, I can't change. Never say, it's too late to change. Never say, it's too hard to change. Never. Never say it, because when you say it, you're thinking it. When you're thinking it, you open that karma up that you cannot change. Never say you cannot change. You can. The ripening effect will be we take rebirth. The most severest is hell. One of the hells. The next severest is taking rebirth as a spirit or a hungry ghost. The next severest is as an animal. So the immediate ripening effect of killing will be one of the three lower realms. How we kill, the motivation, whether we regret, the manner, on purpose or not, all affects how we take rebirth. So that's your immediate ripening effect. Is that clear? Second is effect similar to the cause. Effect similar to the cause means what? Even after we have experienced, number one, the ripening effect, even we experience traces of that inclination will remain. Let me explain. If we have killed, we take rebirth in hell. But we have taken rebirth in hell to purify the karma of killing, but the intent to kill is not purified. That mind is still there. So when we take rebirth again, we will be inclined to kill again and take rebirth in negative states of birth again and again. So what happens is, now the first karma is instant ripening of the result of the karma. Second is you still have to suffer the tendencies or the effects similar to the cause. So the very reason you went to hell was for killing, but when you come out of hell, you still want to kill. So what happens is you still want to harm. Example, tigers, when they die, they collect a tremendous negative karma from killing other sentient beings and creating fear. But when they reincarnate again, they'll still have the tendency to kill. Once they go down, it goes down very low. That's why some kids, when you see them, they love to kill animals. They enjoy it. They squeal. Some, they can't take it. They can't take it at all. It's very difficult for them. That's a tendency resembling the original cause. They will suffer from that. What's the big deal about that? Because the tendency will make you do it again, even if you're in a new environment. So you want your slate clean, then you start killing again. What's the point? Similarly, people who always, another example it says in this text is, if we always have sexual misconduct, we cheat on our partners, we lie to our partners, we use our partners for wrong things, or we do things with our partners that are wrong. If we have sexual misconduct, taking rebirth in one of the three lower realms is a given. And the ripened effect will be loneliness. Cannot close our business deal. People we love don't love us back. People create violence toward us. People want to harm us. People want to damage us. So when we have sexual misconduct, negative actions such as harm, damage, violence will come our way. That's one. That's what it says. And even after you purified your sexual misconduct, negative karma, the effect similar to the cause will ripen, which is tendency. What is that? Let's say that due to sexual misconduct, you took rebirth as an animal. After you take rebirth as an animal, when you come out, you're human again, you will still have the tendencies to not be true to the one you have promised. So what happens? You create a lot of pain in their minds. And you know what happens is, this is your tendency. It says directly in the text, you will have strong attachment to others' partners. What does that mean? You cannot be true. So that means you may be with one person, but you'll be looking at another one, 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 plotting how to get them, plotting how to date them, plotting how to get close to them, plotting how to get intimate with them while you're with that person. Even you don't want to do that, and you know it's wrong. But you will keep doing that because that's a residual tendency left, which is the effect similar to the cause. Why? You didn't hold on to your sexual misconduct vows. So when you don't hold on to your sexual misconduct vows, you have the ripening effect, which is taking rebirth in one of the three lower realms, depending on situation. Secondary, okay, is that even when you come out with a clean slate, the karma is clean, but the tendency is not. So the tendency is not clean. Even you want to go straight. You want to be with one person, one girl, one boy, one relationship. You cannot. You will cheat and lie, hurt your children, hurt your friends, hurt your neighbors, break the trust of your friends, and have a lot of enemies, and people come beat you up. They want to come and knock you over. They want to hurt you. Why? Because you can't control yourself. Why can't you? The tendency is there still. So holding on to the sexual misconduct vows are very important according to Lord Buddha. Why? He's giving you knowledge. He's giving you knowledge. That's why ancient cultures, that is true. Truth is true. You never mind Buddhism. Truth is true. That's why ancient cultures like China and India, all these great cultures, very advanced, they're very strong about moral ethics. That if you have one person, you stick one person, you don't cheat, you don't do all the kind of things. Why? They know that it hurts people. But Buddha goes one step further. The karma is very strong. Third, environmental effect. So I explained to you the ripened effect. I explained to you the effect similar to the cause. So the effect similar to the cause is having the tendencies, not being able to get rid of it. And the tendencies will grow. Then what's the horrible thing is, once you indulge in the tendencies, you will replenish that negative karma. So your clean slate becomes dirty again. So it's like you filled up your petrol to hell, your car to hell with petrol again, full tank. Think about it. So guess what? On the way to hell, your petrol keeps refilling itself. Why? Tendency similar to the causes there. Okay, so some people do retreats. They do retreats. After retreat, they still can't control their mouths. They still throw BFs. They still want power. They still want to be the top. They're still greedy. Why? Maybe their karma for that action was purified, but the tendency is still there. So how to cut the tendency? We must hold our vows. People say it's very hard. I'm telling you why it's hard. Then you say, why tell me why it's hard? I know it's hard. If you understand, easier to attack it. This is from the mind teachings of Lord Buddha, by the way. Okay, I didn't make this up. Even if I did, you think I'm so smart to make up something so sophisticated? No. I'm not that smart to make up something so sophisticated. Oh, you think I am? Thank you. Adrian's going, yes, you are. Thank you. You're beautiful too. Okay, now, environmental effect. Because he's sending me psychic messages that he wishes that he's as smart and beautiful as I am. So I'm sending a psychic message back. Create the cause. Wait a minute. That sounds funny. I'm just playing. I can tease Adrian because I know in a few years he's quite funny. Okay. Rebirth. Killing. I'm giving you a few examples. This is not limited to, don't think, oh, that's all, I'm nothing on. It's much more. Killing, environmental effect will be, according to Lord Buddha, taking rebirth in environments that are very dangerous, hostile, and uncomfortable. You won't be born in such a beautiful country like Malaysia. We're very safe here. We're very, very safe here. We're very at peace here. I don't care what people complain. We're very at peace here. Natural disasters, okay, except for Penang. Everything quite okay. Last time they had tsunami, I had some friends in Penang. I was saying, you gotta move down here. They didn't listen, so next time I got tsunami, I said, you should move down here. I told you. No, I'm just kidding. So, safe here. The land is quiet here. It's very easy to practice Dharma. Very easy. Okay, imagine in Japan, every time you go into meditation, a tantric retreat in a cave, it got earthquake. You're like, oh, how? Your cave collapsed. It's not easy one. Just think about it, it's not a joke. Being born in that kind of environment, being stuck there, creates a lot of tension and fear in our minds. That's an environmental effect of karma. Alright, killing. Stealing, if you steal, you will be born in barren places. Places that may not be dangerous, but places that fruits, vegetation, crops, plants, what you need to survive is very, very barren. Very dry, not much water, very difficult to get. Not necessarily dangerous, but barren will be the result of stealing. Environmental karma. So karma is broken up to how it manifests to you, huh? It isn't just, oh, I got bad karma, that's it. No, he breaks it down and tells you how it manifests to you. The third is environmental. Then, lying. You'll always be born in places where you get cheated. You get tricked. You get fooled. No matter how hard you work, how sincere you are, how much effort you put, always you cannot move up in any financial way. And some of you think, well, that's not me. No. Some people financially quite okay, but they're very tight. They don't control their finances. The finances control them. It means they're stingy, they're very, very miserly, and they're very secretive, and they hold their money as if it's their 3 jewels, and they can't let go. That is also an environmental result of stealing or tricking other people. So people who cannot let go of wealth, is only concerned about wealth, and hold on, and very miserly, and very, very, very stingy, is a prison. It's a prison for them. It's a prison for others. It's a prison for them around them. I lived with people when I was growing up. Very close people who were very miserly, and I lived with someone that was very generous. And the miserly one created a lot of suffering for people around us. Calculative, sneaky, don't want to do it, don't want to pay, don't want to give, even if they have to. The generous one, you always feel comfortable around them. It's not you want to use them, you don't feel you'll ever be used. So what happens is, you are born in such a state of mind that not necessarily your poverty is physical, but your poverty is mental. Your poverty is mental. I've met many people, that's my job, that they're very wealthy, but their body is finished. Their mind is finished. They're controlled by other people. They can just look at their wealth, they can't do anything anymore. Environmental result. There are some people, they have control of their money, they think, but actually they don't have control of their money. Why? Because they work for money, they work for more money, they are controlled by it, and they're motivated by it. Their principal reason for getting up in the morning is making sure their investments, their money, and their job, and their funds are there, although they're fine already. Their principal investment. Why? Environmental result. So prison can be like that. Then, sexual misconduct. The result of the environmental karma for sexual misconduct karma is always being born in places that are very difficult for you to be healthy, very difficult to be free of disease. Disease doesn't necessarily have to be like from dirty water. It can be transmitted, or it can be the potential to get it. Always being born in places where you get disease difficult to heal, or having hereditary types of diseases even at a very young age. Many, many types of results will come. That you have the results of environmental karma from sexual misconduct. Divisive speech. So if you're divisive, if you use your speech to trick others, to use others, to get things from others, to abuse others, you use your speech sweet and nice and diplomatic to cover your reputation, to look good. Getting something from others doesn't necessarily have to be material. It can be emotional. To look right, to always be all right, and not to have anyone infringe on your reputation. All right? Divisive speech. You will be born in, according to Buddha, rugged, very difficult, rugged places, difficult to travel, difficult to communicate, and always burdened by carrying heavy loads. So if we look on the internet, if we look on the news, there are more countries. If you look in those countries of Africa, the majority of them, how do people live? I'm not putting those people down, I dare not. It's a state of existence. There are many people in Asia, even underage kids. Don't look at Malaysia because we're very advanced here. Even in many places in Asia, where the kids underage are overwhelmed and overburdened. You can see in papers all the time, carrying heavy loads. That will come as a result of divisive speech. So my point is, when we do negative karma, it has 3 effects. One is ripened karma. One is karma that is similar to the cause. Okay, effects similar to the cause. Third one is environmental. So don't just simply say, oh, got bad karma, never mind love. No. Don't be so simple. It's not like that. Karma is very, very complex. That's why each one of us look very different. Each one of us are unique. Each one is special. Why? Because karma is very, very complex.